should I do a conversion to Roth? I understand the tax advantages, but is this something that I should consider doing? So whenever we invest in a 401k, IRA, 403b, these are great for us to contribute because, gosh, you know what? We get a tax deduction. So I want you to think of it as for a moment as a business. Let's kind of take a look at kind of how this business would get started. So the way this account would work is any money that I contribute into this business, I'm going to get a tax deduction, which is a really great advantage. Because the government says, listen, we want you to grow this business as much as humanly possible. And you're not going to have to pay the tax on the money that you place in here. You would say, well, gosh, you know what? This is a great advantage. I get to grow this business as much as possible. And you would ask the question, well, what is your share being the US government? And the government says, well, gosh, you know what? We're not sure. We'll let you know when you start extracting it. And so I want you to think about this for a moment, because the government is facing right now a $31 trillion in debt. So where do we expect taxes to go in the future? Now, if we had a surplus, that's a whole different ballgame. So remember, any money we place in here, as it comes out, it's going to be taxable as ordinary income. Since we're all in agreement that we have to pay tax on this money, let's just say I've got $10,000 in my IRA. And for this example, we'll say this is all in Apple stock. Now, if this stock were to drop in value, and let's just say it drops to $8,000, most people will say, gosh, you know what? I don't really need this money. I will wait for it to come back up. But remember, someone's going to have to pay the tax. If we don't spend the money and it goes to our beneficiaries, they're going to have to pay the tax. If the stock were to drop, instead of waiting for it to come back up, you may want to consider sending this stock to your Roth IRA. Now, you will have to pay the tax on the $8,000. When it comes back up to $10,000, this guy is tax-free for you. When it gets to 11, it's tax-free. When it gets to 15, which you were going to hold on to it, it will be tax-free. And here's the best part. There are no required minimum distributions. So when you even do reach that required minimum distribution age, you are not forced to pull money out of this account. You get to control that part of it. And here's one last thing. When this money is transferred, if you don't spend it all, to your beneficiaries, they not only get it tax-free, but they get to invest it 10 years tax-free also. Not that that should be your main priority. However, that is an advantage when it comes to wealth transfer. So it's not the question, should you be doing a Roth conversion? It should be when and how much. And that is where you need a seasoned advisor that can look at all of these aspects and how they work together to make sure you're doing this continuously every single year to protect your future. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Please hit like and subscribe for future educational videos such as this one, and I'll see you on the next one.